everybody, this is Leslie and I am coming to you here on YouTube with a candle haul. It's not the typical candle haul, this is a candle supply haul. As you all know, I am in the process of starting a candle company out of my own home, so I am in need of purchasing products that I did not have. So I'm going to show you in this video, I picked up a couple things from Amazon, and then I'm going to show you stuff that I actually picked up from Candlewic. It's a company called Candlewic, W-I-C, Candle, C-A-N-D-L-E-W-I-C, and they are a candle making supply company. They also do bath soaps and different stuff, but I did pick out a couple of items from there. I have 2 boxes from 2 other companies I'm going to do in 2 separate videos this evening as well. I also have, I think, 2 more companies that I have supplies coming from. I think they're coming tomorrow if I'm not mistaken. So I will do those hauls as soon as I possibly can. So real quick, I'm going to show you, I picked up one of these because you need this to melt down your wax, and it's got the little pour spout, which you definitely need. So this is a 4-pound pouring pot, so I can put up to 4 pounds of wax into this pot. I would never suggest going that high, but I will probably do 2 pounds at a time. Depending upon how many candles I'm going to be making, I may only do 1 pound at a time, I'm not sure. But this is for that, and you use that in a double boiler. And then you need a scale and a thermometer. So I have a digital thermometer that I'm going to be using, and the scale is basically a kitchen scale. It's a cheap kitchen scale. I just needed to make sure that it said tear on it, because every single time when you're weighing stuff, because candle making is a science. You need to weigh everything. Fragrance oils, wax, everything. Temperatures, all that you have to really pay attention to. So I have to be very precise with my measurements, especially with temperatures and fragrance, because you cannot put too much of fragrance oil into a candle. If you do, what happens is basically you get seepage out of the wax itself. If you've ever looked at some candles, like even Yankee Candle, and everybody's always looking to see, ooh, which one has the most wax or the most oil. Sometimes that's not a good thing, because that means that there's too much oil that was put into that candle, and it doesn't mean that it's going to give more fragrance from it. I have learned from watching different videos, your fragrance needs to be put in at a cooler temperature, so that when you pour in your fragrance oils, it does not burn off. Because if it's too hot, and also too, there's flash points for every single fragrance oil, there's a different flash point. So basically it can combust. So you really have to be very careful. It could be very, very dangerous. So I've learned a lot in the past 2 months that I've been researching what I'm looking to do. So, you know, if information like that is interesting to you and you would like to see, you know, me do DIYs while I'm doing it, I have to first get my feet wet. So, but I would certainly be more than happy to show the process of what I do and somewhere down the road. So just let me know if that's something that you would like to see. Now these 2 I got, they're 8 labels per sheet, and they're made by Avery. Avery, you can actually go, and they have free templates. You go to their website, and you can actually put your your logo and all your information onto their website and put them right onto the actual labels themselves and print them right off from your home laser computer. So I got the glossy clear ones. So we'll try that. Alright, so now I am going to try and do this. Here is my packing list. So what I purchased from Candlewic. Candlewic is actually out of Doylestown, Pennsylvania. And it is a rather large company. I know I've seen quite a few people haul from Candlewic, so I know it's a good reputable company. So I bought, they had like trial packages where you get four bottles to a package. So I bought the 2015 Fall Fragrance Bundle, the 2016 Fall Elemental, and then I bought Midnight Lounge, that's 1 ounce. That I am looking to hopefully use in my Bela Lugosi, but we'll see. I have to see what it smells like. I bought a 20 pack of the small cherry wood wicks, which I will show you. I bought a 10.2 pound slab of 125 pourable wax. So it's in a big, hopefully I'll be able to bring it over here and show it to you. It's in a big slab, and I'm going to have to cut it and put it into, it doesn't come in chips. This one's not in chips. Also too, it is soy paraffin. So it's a 50-50 balance between soy, which is natural, and paraffin, which is made from petroleum, which is basically what Yankee candles, paraffin candles are. So, and there's benefits to using a soy paraffin blend. From everything that I've seen online, basically paraffin is a real good grabber of fragrance oil. Not saying that soy doesn't, it does. It just depends. There's different types of soy. So I've heard a lot of good things about the mixture. So I ordered the mixture. It's the number 125 from here. And then there's another company that has not come yet. But I did buy a mixture from them as well. So I'm going to see how the two of them actually work. And then I may actually just go to soy and see if I like the soy. And then, like I said in the beginning, it's going to be all kind of trial. So we'll see what happens. The other one that I got was the 4-pack of 2016 Fall Treats. So let's show you what I bought. Okay, so here is my 10-pound slab of wax. So like I said, this is something that I'm going to have to cut, which is fine. And they had really good prices too, so I will say that. Them and the other company that I did purchase from, I think the other company, it's in flakes, I think. We'll see when I actually get those. So these are the cherry wood wicks. So this is like the wood wicks that you buy from the Yankee Candle Company called Wood Wicks. So I wanted to buy some cherry wood wicks. And then these are the metal bases that you actually put it in. But basically, when you're looking at the size of the different wicks, I didn't get cotton wicks from this company. I got them from a company that hasn't arrived yet. But you have to make sure that the size, there are guides that these companies have for the size of the wicks. You have to measure because I'm going to be working in containers. So you have to measure the top of the container and then go by that measurement to make sure you have the proper wicks. And sometimes you may need to put multiple wicks in based on the size of the actual item you're going to use. So here is Midnight Lounge. Like I said, this is the one I'm hoping to use for one of the fragrances. Oh yes. Oh, very lovely. Oh, it is very masculine. And adding it, oh my gosh, this is perfect. Oh my gosh. And adding this to the other fragrances that I'm thinking, I think is just going to be perfect. Because the idea I came up with was basically Bella Dracula out on a autumn night in Transylvania, not as a bat but as a man, walking through the Transylvania forests looking for Mina. And this, so it's going to be woodsy, masculine, smoky. So this is really good. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is Midnight Lounge. And as you see, this actually comes from their they have like whiskey, like an alcohol based fragrance line that they just recently came out with. Okay, so here is the 4-pack of Fall Winter Treat fragrances. This one has, and I am going to need to get a scissor, so I will be right back. Okay, again, I have the Fall 4-pack. This one includes a 1-ounce bottle of apple cider donut, pumpkin pancake, smoked ginger, and maple bourbon brioche. So now we're going to sniff them. We're going to start with the maple bourbon brioche because I'm dying to smell this. Oh my. Oh. I definitely smell the maple. You get a hint of the bourbon. Very, very slightly. And you get a bakery scent with it. That is going to be phenomenal in a candle. I'm just going to have to see what I can actually work with to mix that with, but that's really good. Okay, so the next one is smoked ginger. Oh wow. I don't know how to express. It's good. It really is good. It reminds me of something and I can't think of what. Oh, you definitely smell. It's definitely not a candied ginger. It's more like a, if you took ginger, fresh ginger root, with the actual skeel, like the peel on it, and you grate it. I definitely smell that. And you get, it's not a normal like bonfire smoke. It's like it's gonna sound weird, but any female who's had her hair, this is what it is. Anybody who's had their hair colored, and you're sitting in the chair and they've put the colorant into your hair, and you're sitting there with it in, but it's not a disgusting smell or anything like that. It's just, that's what it reminds me of, like the smoked part of it. That is going to be very, very interesting to mix with a different fragrance. That I am looking forward to working with. Okay, apple cider donut. And it smells just like a donut. I smell cinnamon sugar. You definitely smell apple. It's not a Macintosh apple. It's more of like a Fuji Rome apple. And there's that little bit of hint of donut. So you get that. If you wanted to pull out the bakery scent, I'm thinking a different bakery fragrance oil would be really good to pull out more of a bakery scent, because it's there, but it's slight. And then we have pumpkin pancake. And these are all 1 ounce bottles. These, I buy 1 ounce because I want to test them, and if there's a fragrance that I really like, I'll buy a bigger bottle. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's just like Bath and Body Works. It smells just like that candle. This, I think, is going to be a phenomenal on its own. So I may have to make this one on its own. I don't think I'm going to mix anything with that. So far, that's 1 pack. So what are we going to do next? Next, we will do the 4-pack of Fall Winter. And this one has Frost, Snowflake, Silvered Moss, and Slate. You're probably going, ooh, what is that going to smell like? But Silvered Moss is one of the ones I've been thinking about. I have to see what it smells like, so I'm going to smell this one first. But this is one I was thinking about mixing with into the Bella Lugosi fragrance. So let's see if it's going to work. Oh, I think it's going to. Very... Oh. It's like being outside on a cold winter's night, but you get a hint of apple. You definitely get apple. There's definitely an apple fragrance in here. Not real strong, but there's definitely apple, a sweet apple. Maybe more of like a Macintosh apple. But there's so much going on with this fragrance. So I'm going to have to see. I'm going to have to put the two together. I'm going to do it on camera. This is one thing I learned. You take the 2 cats, put them together, and see if you like the smell. And so far, I like it. Oh, okay. Alright, so that is definitely going to be a possibility. Ooh, I think I almost dropped it. Okay, so that was that Silvered Moss. I want to put those together. Okay, this one is Frost. See what Frost smells like. Frost is more very clean. Laundry. Fresh pulled laundry out of the dryer. Not bounce, but a different type of like fabric softener. This one would be really nice mixed. This is one I would not do right on its own. But it's very clean, very fragrant. So this one is going to be interesting to mix. Alright, let's see what Snowflake smells like. Again, a very clean, laundry-esque type of fragrance, like a fresh bar of soap. Does anybody remember, because most of us don't use bars of soap anymore, is it Lifebuoy? It kind of smells like a mixture of Lifebuoy soap and Dial soap. And that's kind of what I get. And I also get like a linen type of smell with this. And now that's considered Snowflake. So that will definitely be one again that I would use as a mixture. So now we're going to smell Slate. Oh, I like this one. Very masculine cologne. Again, this smells, this smells like Polo. It has got the hint of Polo. Oh, I like this a lot. It's and I know this because my husband John wears Polo and he wears Drakkar. So if he has a shirt that he wore Polo one day and he's gonna wear it again, but he puts Drakkar, that's what this smells like. At least to me, that's what I'm getting. I think both men and women would really like this fragrance. I'm gonna have to see if I want to use this on its own or mix it, but I like that one a lot. Okay. So the next one is the Fall Holiday. This one has a label on it. Fragrance pack. So this one has frozen pine, vanilla suede, apple ale, and merry mint. So let's give this a sniff. We're going to start with Merry Mint. I can't wrap my head around this one. It's not mint in the way that I was thinking. Again, this is like a clean, laundry type of fragrance, but stronger than the other ones. This is definitely one I would mix. I like it, but it's definitely going to be one that I would mix. I think this one actually might go really well with a pine or a cedar. So we'll see, but we're going to look at apple ale. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, you definitely smell beer. You smell the ale. Like you can smell the hops in this. It is definitely apple ale. No doubt about it. I think if you brought the apple up a little, but it's definitely got that hoppy ale to it. I like this. This is really good. Wow. That is different. I like that a lot. That one I'm gonna have to see what I can make that into. All right. Oh, before I open it, this one is vanilla suede. Oh wow. Again, I've smelt this before in a candle. You definitely smell vanilla in the background. What is that fragrance? Oh, I can't put my finger on it. Oy. It's somewhat cologne-like, but not really. I don't know why I'm getting this, but this popped into my head. Does anybody remember when they were kids? Remember they had this foam that you used to spray in the tub? And you used to put it on your hair, and then you used to put it all over the tile, and then you would play with it when you were in the bathtub. I get a hint of that foam. I don't know why, but I do. So that's all I can really say about it. You definitely do get a vanilla, but there is like a cologne fragrance, but a foamy clean type of smell. So that's more like on the frost and snowflake realm a little bit. But it's interesting. So I'm curious to see what I can mix with that. Then I have frozen pine. Oops. Come on. Now I got it on my hands. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is definitely a favorite. I love anything pine. This is true Christmas tree pine. Oh, this is like balsam. This is balsam pine. Pure up, stand up, in your face, balsam. I have to try something. I don't know. And I'm going to do it in front of everybody. What I'm doing is I'm taking silvered moss, frozen pine, and midnight lounge. I'm putting all three of these together, if I can hold them, and I'm going to sniff them. Might be a little too much, but oh, I love that midnight lounge. Oh my gosh, I may have to buy a bigger bottle. Okay, that's definitely the pine. But that's how that, and I bought, you will see them momentarily. They are in another video actually. But I bought the little pipettes where you actually put them in to extract your fragrance oils. So what I'm going to be doing is I have these little plastic cups that I bought at the Dollar Tree, and I am going to use that to pour in my fragrances before I actually put them into the actual candles. So that is my haul from Candlewic and my little bit from Amazon. So those are the first set of fragrances that I've purchased. I have a lot of fragrances coming. Like I said, I buy the 1 ounce bottles first. There was one company, they do 2 ounce bottles, not one. So I did buy quite a few of the 2 ounces, so at least you get a little bit more. So I'm looking forward to doing those 2 boxes. So let's get to them. So we'll see you over at the next video, and we're going to smell more fragrance oils. Take care, everybody.